Okay, ADP ADRP 1-02, operational terms and military symbols. Question answer format, same as before. What ADP ADRP covers operational terms and military service? And that would be ADP ADRP 1-02. The way to remember it is the president serves 2 terms, and the name of this thing is operational terms and military symbols. So 1-02, 2 for terms, 2 terms. Who is the principal audience for ADP 1-02, operational terms and military symbols? All members of the profession of arms, so pretty much everybody. What is the purpose of a common set of doctrinal terms and military symbols? Terms and symbols can communicate a great deal of information with a single word, phrase, or image, and eliminate the need for a lengthy explanation of a complex idea. So, essentially, shortcuts, abbreviations. Next. What are 3 areas of focus of the professional language of land warfare? Number 1 is principle of simplicity, which the Army ignores all the time because they will overcomplicate the crap out of pretty much anything. A good example would be this Army study guide. Importance of clear communication. Clear communication is very, very rarely found in the military. Very rarely. I speak from experience. And importance of teaching the language. The language is rarely taught. You'll learn it as you go. Just make your peace with that. Military symbols fall into 2 categories, framed and unframed. What is the difference? This one's pretty simple. Framed military symbols include unit, equipment, installation, and activity symbols. Unframed military symbols include control measure and tactical task mission symbols. That would be, unframed are a little bit more specific, I guess, in their context. Who establishes Army policy for developing doctrinal terms? That would be the United States Army Training and Doctrine Command, also known as TRADOC. That common operational picture is displayed on a map or another geographical form representing the area of operations and which has been overlaid with military symbols. What does it include? Essentially, friendly and enemy units or ships. Number 2 is boundaries. Number 3 is control measures, which I'm still uncertain what that means. And number 4 is other elements that the commander deems necessary, so it could be essentially anything. Alright. How are acronyms usually formed? This one's pretty common sense despite your chosen profession. Acronyms are usually formed from initial letters of a name or parts of a series of words to kind of shorten things up and dumb things down, though sometimes it has the adverse effect. What is a single display of relevant information with the commander's area of interest, tailored to the user's requirements and based on common data and information shared by more than one command? This term is deemed a common operational picture. This is a good example of how the Army doesn't simplify things. A lot of these things don't even pertain to regular soldiering, but here we are, so. What is communication in reference to operational terms and military symbols? Communication is an exchange of meaning that is only complete when the intended meaning is understood precisely by the intended audience. This also sometimes rarely happens, or there's the illusion that effective communication occurred, and that is not the case. One person thinks they understood what the intended meaning was, and whenever they give an affirmative, the party that gave the information out is like, oh, he understood the message. We must be good. Not often the case. Who can propose the creation, modification, or elimination of any doctrinal terms? I should probably use this clause to destroy all of Doctrine 2015. I'll see whoever is in charge of this thing and dumb it down to, like, don't do no stupid shit. Any soldier can make a contact a proponent. Excuse me. Any soldier may contact a proponent for a given subject area. The proponent will consider the soldier's proposal, which means it's not even guaranteed. And also, I'm not sure what they mean by proponent. Probably a person or a liaison of some sort that works. It's probably some cushy civilian that typed all this stuff up. Alright, what is the purpose of acronyms and abbreviations in the profession of arms? To allow the use of shorter versions of doctrinal and military terms for ease of discussion and speaking and writing. Essentially what that means is to allow for easier, clearer communication. That is all for ADP 1-02, operational terms and military symbols. Thank you. 5 minutes.